Baby. Thank you. Let's go. Right here.
Will you end my pain? Will you take my life? Will you bleed me out? Will you...
It's Grace, and I have a service dog in training named Nike. No, I have a treat right here. Nike, stay. Good boy. So, today's video is going to be showing you guys what a Psyche service dog does, specifically for my mental disabilities, which are anxiety, depression, and PTSD. I take medicine for it. I was diagnosed at 9, and my doctor supports me. Not that you guys need to know, but it's true. So I want to show you guys what an additional medicine does for me, which is my service dog. He's still in training, so he's almost a year in, we're almost there. So he still gets things wrong. It's just at the point where we are trying to work on mastering our tasks, and of course making sure that we master our manners and what we do in public, and ultimately just working on each other, like making sure that we train each other so that we can go out in public and be a good team, and so that he can help me any way that I need him to help me. So this is not sponsored, but I got a new patch. I love it. It's by Multiway on Etsy. It says Handler has a mental illness and the stigma. I love it because I am an advocate for mental illness, and I love anything that really has to do with ending such the stigma with a mental illness. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm gonna definitely have it on my vests. It's new and I love it so much. So yeah. So really I'm gonna show you guys the tasks. He does a variety of tasks, some that I can't show because some involve other people, like getting help when I'm having a really bad breakdown where I can't really talk to anybody at the moment to say, hey, I need help, so he gets someone else. Like if there's a teacher, then if he gets help to a teacher in my classrooms, then they know that I can just leave and sit out for a minute and calm down and just kind of get myself back together. And without and giving comfort isn't a task. I've been called out a lot for talking about this, but I am fully aware that giving comfort is not a task. That is an emotional support dog's work, and emotional support do not do tasks, which means they cannot go in public, people. Because it says emotional support does not mean that it's a service dog. I'm fully aware, but Psyche service dogs are not emotional support dogs. There is a difference. Psyche dogs do different things to make sure that people's mental disabilities do not get the best of them. From my point of view, Nike helps me to make sure that I don't go overboard, where I don't have a full panic attack. He is trained to sense it beforehand when I'm at a good 2, 3, or 4, and not at an 8 and 10. So when I am at an 8 and 10, he is there to interrupt me, to interrupt the physical movement to my disability, like shaking my hand, having tics, scratching, punching, all that type of stuff that I may do whenever I am in an episode. And he is trained to make sure that those things don't get the best of me. And then calming me down after an episode, things like deep pressure therapy. He is there to make sure that every part of my body is calm. And of course, I'm not going to be 100% calm. It's a mental disability, but he is there to make sure that I can still function properly in society, and that I can still talk to people, maneuver around life. So he is there to make sure that I am overall okay. No, he's just laying on my leg. And I can't really think of much other things. He does give a gradual pull because he's a terrier. He knows how to pull. He, for whatever reason, cannot get tired. But he can give me a slight pull if I command him to. That part we are working on. I just say forward and he'll go ahead of me to maneuver around different people. We're still working on it. It's a slightly new task. Many people tell me that dogs can't do mobility like him, that he can't do mobility. But honestly, I think that this isn't much of a mobility. It's just a slight pull. That he doesn't really do much as guide work or mobility work. He does more of just pulling, and that's about it when I command him to. Service dogs are supposed to be at a heel unless it's a guide dog. Guide dogs are supposed to guide and show you which way you are supposed to walk. I'm pretty sure. I don't know much about guide dogs, but that's what I've seen at a glance. So they are supposed to stay at a heel. If they're not at a heel, then most likely they're fake, or they might be giving a slight pull to their handler. Because people who do have mental disabilities tend to dissociate, feel dizzy, get headaches, and it's difficult for them to really move quickly. So I often move slowly, I just drag, and it's just not good. So sometimes I need an extra pull to keep on moving. And that's okay. I don't really know how else to explain it. There's not really much to explain it, but that's really how I would tell you guys. So you're gonna see a lot of jumping. Many people get very scared whenever Nike tasks because his jumping is the way that he tasks me. He is very low to the ground. I think I've talked about this before, but he is a pretty small dog. He's my first ever service dog, and he used to be a beloved pet, and he's still my baby. But he used to be a pet, so I didn't get much of a choice per se, but I definitely don't regret anything. But his tasks are to jump on me. Come here, come. So that is part of his tasks. So there's task interruption and to get my medicine, which is also a fairly new task. We are learning that one as we go. He doesn't quite get it yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there. So that's another one. We haven't practiced it in a while, so I'll be shocked if he gets it right away in this video. But that's really all that I have to say. So I'm going to show you guys all of his tasks and what he does for me. Get meds. Right here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. I'm okay. Good boy. Good boy. I'm okay. I'm okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I'm okay. Good boy. Good boy. Cover. Cover. Good boy. I'm okay. In front. Good boy. Come here. Behind. Good boy. In between. No, in between. Good boy. Good boy. Out. 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 Heel. Good. Around. Okay, get that. Around. Around. Good boy. Okay.